Alright guys, the main story for the day. The Democrats are packing the Supreme Court. Imagine my shock. Yeah, who didn't see this coming? Basically, Democrats kick off push to pack the Supreme Court with 4 new justices. Lawmaker introduced bill to increase court from 9 to 13 justices. Now, you may be wondering why they want to bring in 4. Why 4? Why is 4 the magic number? So if you ask a Democrat, the 13 justices is because there's 13 districts or whatever it may be. To be honest, the real answer is because 13 would give them the majority. And it would be an easier sell if it was only increasing it slightly than it would to be go frigging nuts, for example. So I think at the moment they have a 6-4 majority to Conservatives. I think it is. At the moment, if they were to increase it by 4, then it would go from a 6-4 to Conservatives to a 8-6 by Democrats. 8-6 maybe? 8-5? So, whatever it is anyway, those four numbers give them the magic numbers to allow them to be able to push through, and then they would control the House, the Senate, the White House, and the Supreme Court. And, for example, any gun laws, legislation, or anything like that they wanted to bring in would basically allow them to have complete autonomy. And they would be able to reject any court or Supreme Court or reject any cases or basically just, fine, not guilty, or whatever it may be. So they would be able to push through their gun legislation. And that's the problem. That is what, I can tell you now, that's what they're after. They're after gun legislation. I didn't think they were actually going to do it. I was on the radio the other night, and I said, I don't think they're going to make a run at gun control, but I might be wrong on that one, because I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to make a run at gun control, and to do that, they're going to need the Supreme Court. And look, at the end of the day, we suspected this was going to happen. We warned about this happening back in before the election. We said to everybody that if the Democrats win, they are going to go through and they're going to pack the Supreme Court. And people called us conspiracy theorists. And now who's a conspiracy theory? But anyway, so obviously I think it's a stupid idea. And I'm not the only one that thinks this is a stupid idea. In fact, some of the own Democrats think this is a stupid idea. For example, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I think is her name. Bader Ginsburg? The one who died just recently. This is what she had to say on Biden packing the Supreme Court.
I have heard that there are some people on the Democratic side who would like to increase the number of judges. I think that was a bad idea when President Franklin Delano Roosevelt tried to pack the court. His plan was for every justice who stays on the court past the age of 70, the president would have authority to nominate another justice. If that plan had been effective, the court's number would have swelled immediately from 9 to 15, and the president would have 6 appointments to make. You mentioned before the court appearing partisan. Well, if anything would make the court appear partisan, it would be that. One side saying, when we're in power, we're going to enlarge the number of judges, so we will have more people who will vote the way we want them to. So I am not at all in favor of that solution.
Now that was Ginsburg talking about that. And now obviously here is Biden refusing to answer the question for anybody that was curious. Sorry, ad.
United States Senate and the United States Congress a proposal to pack the court. But it was a bonehead idea.
I would not get in a court packing. We had 3 justices. Next time around, we lose control. They had 3 justices. We began to lose any credibility for the court has at all.
Are you willing to tell the American people tonight whether or not you will support either ending the filibuster or packing the court?
Whatever position I take on that, that'll become the issue.
You're going to pack the
Make
court?
sure
He doesn't want
your
to answer the
senator.
question.
I'm not going to answer the question
Why
because
wouldn't you answer that question?
if I were to say yes or no to that, that becomes a big issue. It's a legitimate question, but let me tell you why I'm not going to answer that question. Because it will shift all the focus. That's what he wants. That's exactly what they want me to talk about, so we don't talk about how they're violating the Constitution now.
Neither you nor Joe Biden are willing to give a straight answer as to whether or not you're willing to entertain that idea.
Focus on what's happening right now. Deal with later.
I will respectfully note that you also declined to answer that question with me.
So there's a reason why they refused to answer it, because at the end of the day, they were going to plan on doing it the whole time. Obviously, he did answer it at the first point, and then they always just tried to shift it away from that's something we'll deal with later sort of thing. By the way, the filibuster, I've also heard that they also want to get rid of too. So Trump was actually right when he said about the filibuster and packing the court. They're going to go for 2 for 2. Now, at the end of the day, you literally have Democrats saying it's a bad idea. You have the Republicans saying it's a bad idea, that they wouldn't even want to do it. But the Democrats are a bunch of sore losers. And at the end of the day, they can't handle the fact that the Conservatives might actually have a say in something. Oh no, we have to remove all of the Conservatives. So at the end of the day, this is why they want to pack it. They want to pack it because obviously they want to go for the guns. And if they go for the guns, they're going to need the Supreme Court. Because obviously, any First or Second Amendment goes to the Supreme Court. So Biden himself has been called to court packing, has only endorsed setting up a 36-membership partisan committee to study courtroom reforms. He's just getting his feet warm. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Thursday Biden is awaiting recommendations from the newly formed court commission before taking a stance. He's got to wait for that to play out and wait for that to read the report. Wait to read that report, Psaki said. So if anything is going to save him, like I tell you now, if you go pack in the court, Democrats, if you pack the court, you are going to flame out in the midterms. You are going to lose so bad in the midterms, it's not funny. Because people are going to be furious with you for doing it. It is literally changing the rules once the race has started because your side is still not winning. Republicans immediately condemned the proposal as a delusional progressive attempt to nuke the Supreme Court. By the way, the last time a country packed their Supreme Court was Venezuela right before they went into a recession and basically crashed their economy. And now we have people in Venezuela still eating zoo animals. I'm just saying that's the last time that I heard a country pack the Supreme Court. Why did it happen? Because there were so many people in that country, there were so many justices on the Supreme Court that at the end of the day, the Venezuela couldn't decide on anything. And nothing was getting done. And that basically bottlenecked the courts. The Democrats want to do the exact same thing that Venezuela did right before they crashed their economy. Well done. McConnell and conservative credit for transforming the court by preventing a vote on Gladland and then changing Senate voting threshold to confirm 3 of President Trump's nominees immediately planned the court packing proposal. McConnell has conservative credit for reforming the court by preventing a vote on Gladland and then changing Senate voting thresholds to confirm 3 of President Trump's nominees. No idea. Immediately planned the court packing proposal. He said the move is designed to guarantee the ruling the Liberals want and would destroy the legitimacy of the court. Progressives, however, said that Democrats in control of the House, Senate, and the White House now is time to balance out the court, which currently has a 6-3 conservative majority. So going through and obviously bringing in the 4 new justices would then change that from 6-3 to 7-6, which would be in the Liberals' favour or the Progressives' favour. So yeah, look, it is a bad idea. And I tell you now, if you ever want to lose the midterms, packing the Supreme Court, definitely a way to do it. Like I said, look, at the end of the day, obviously they were very coy on this when it came to the election. That should have been alarm bells for everybody. But, you know, people are obviously very, very sheepish at the moment and just doing what they're told. Apart from that, guys, yeah, it's a bad idea. It is really a bad idea, Democrats. It is such a wrong idea. You are going to flame out in the midterms. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Joe Biden will actually go through and pack the Supreme Court? Or do you think at the end of the day he's going to sort of pull back on this? Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next monetized video from YouTube tomorrow. Have a great night, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you then.